Hey, it's Mark Ferguson with Invest for More, and I'm outside one of my rental properties where we just had a tenant move out. So we're gonna see what the property looks like. This one may not be as clean as some of the last ones because this tenant asked us, hey, how much do I get charged if I don't clean anything? So we'll see how it looks. But this is a property I bought 5 or 6 years ago. It was a fantastic deal and has done very well for us. We'll talk about some of the numbers and what's happened on it. And we're also very, very close to the bar I used to own. And we'll just walk down the alley here a little bit as we say hi to the chickens over here on the right. Just caught a few. Oh, they're coming to see me. Hey there, buddy. Who remembers Terrence the rooster from my house flip a few years ago? There was a rooster in one of our house flips in a big barn that we inherited. And we didn't inherit the barn, we inherited the rooster. And I got close to him and he attacked me. Didn't do too much damage, but he did go after me. And we rehoused Terrence to Nikki, my project manager's mother and father-in-law, and I believe he's still there. So that's the old bar I used to own and sold earlier. Oh, now we're in 2024, sorry, sold it last year. Not sad it's gone, that's for sure. Owning a bar was not something I want to do again. I actually bought 2 bars. I bought that one in this same town. I bought another one that was super cheap. Then we ended up selling that, I think, was it last year, the end of 2022. And they're turning that into a marijuana dispensary. They've been working on it forever, really spending a ton of money. So the other issue here too, let me zoom out, is this stuff, and we'll talk about that upstairs. Boy, what is that? A bird nest? So, pretty sure it's this one right here. That was a cool old building I looked at a few years ago. Maybe I should have bought it. Had some issues. You can see the holes in the brick right there. But kind of reminds me of the Main Street Market and liquor store I bought. It had a restaurant on the main floor and then a lot of apartments, like 5 or 6 upstairs. But all right, we'll see how this looks. I don't know if that was locked. Maybe. Hello? Ooh. No lights? Oh, was this the one where he was really behind on his electric bill? I can't. It might have been it. That's not good because it's electric baseboard heat. Definitely did not clean. How did he? Is that window open? It's very loud. That's nice. The floor is all jacked up too. Almost like it got wet. I don't know what happened here. Last time when we were in here, it did not look like that. And we do have quite a bit of cigarette butts, that's nice. Quite a bit of turnover in these because they're 1-bedroom, pseudo 1-bedroom apartments in a small town, and that's just the nature of the game. For that type of property, you're gonna have turnover. And I think we're renting this for $1,000 a month, I believe. I'll have to zoom in here, or zoom out, sorry, and then we will turn my flash on so we can look in the bathroom. Do we want to look in the fridge? Look how dirty that is. Oh, well that's not, maybe he never used the freezer. That's not as bad as it could have been. Yo, fridge is actually the nicest part in here. Ew. Gross. Come on, people. Well, it could be, it's mostly just dirty, except this floor. I don't know if we have to redo that or not. We might have to. It's not like damaged, but it's definitely cold in here too, which is it's not gonna freeze the pipes yet, but it's supposed to get really cold this weekend, where there's a possibility it could if we don't get the heat back on. So definitely need to get the heat on. And where's the smoke alarm? That's one of the more frustrating things too, is like a tenant sometimes, if the smoke alarm starts chirping, they just take it off and throw it away. Instead of, changing a battery, which takes a good 40 seconds or so. At least that one's still there. Okay, oh, that window's open. I'm like, I know I felt something. What the hell? Come on, people. If you're gonna have your heat turned off, don't leave a window open. So, yeah, we'll get this cleaned up a little bit. I almost think this floor has to get redone. That's annoying. And there's a little bit of paint touch up here and there. And then we'll get it back on the market to rent. But yeah, one of the agents in my office, Brandon, who's helping us lease some of these properties now, is like, oh, is that one ready to go? I'm like, nope, I haven't seen it yet. And based on what the guy told me, I would not get your hopes up that this one is going to be ready to lease right away. So there you go. Okay. Well, that's the property. Could be worse. Not the best ever. There's it's like a quarter. You know how much I like quarters. I don't like dog hair. Hopefully that's dog hair though, not human hair. I was going to talk about the neighbor next door. So those cars, the junk, that person actually rented the apartment next door when I bought this property 5 or 6 years ago. It was 2018. I can't remember, was it February? I can't remember the exact date. So pretty close to 6 years ago. Crazy how fast time goes. But he lived in there, and it was pretty dirty, but he lived there forever. Not horrible. And so the bottom apartment was bigger because it was advertised as a 3-bedroom, but it wasn't a real 3-bedroom because there weren't windows in some of the bedrooms. We didn't advertise it as that. The people we bought it from did. And then right below me right here is a hair salon, a hair studio. It's like 400 square feet, it's tiny. And so the person who lived next door moved to the basement, or not the basement, the lower level, after we remodeled it a little bit. Then we remodeled his unit, rented it out, worked out pretty good. So he's lived down there for like 6 years, and he brings cars in, works on them, we tell him to move them, he moves them, then he brings them back in, and it's kind of an ongoing issue. And then lately, he's gotten a little bit behind on rent and utilities. So, like the electric is all separately metered and in their names, but the gas is not. They all kind of split the gas and we charge them back for it. So he's gotten behind on those, so we may have an issue with him. Hopefully we don't have to evict him or anything like that. But you never know in these situations, and I don't have a good feeling about that one, so we might be back here not only to look at this once it's cleaned up, but then if we have to post notice, or hopefully he can get caught up or moves out peacefully. Evictions are always the last option, but sometimes those have to be an option as well. Finally, I bought this for $182,000 in 2018. And what's funny is I hesitated about buying it. I think it's listed for $220,000. I made kind of a low offer on it. It was really the first kind of fourplex or bigger residential property that I bought. And Nikki actually encouraged me to buy it. A lot of times she's discouraging me to buy some of the properties I buy, and I should listen to her more. But on this one, she's like, you should buy this, it's a good deal. And I looked at it more and I'm like, yeah, it is a pretty good deal. And I think it was rented for like $2,100 a month when I saw it, but this unit was completely vacant, pretty much down to the studs on the ceiling. Or no, we gutted it to the studs because it was rough, really rough. And then we're able to raise rents to up over, I think, $3,200 a month total now for the whole place. And it's probably worth $500,000 or more right now. So it was a pretty good investment. Kudos to Nikki for convincing me to do this. And yeah, I'd love to get way, way more of these. But multifamily's just gotten so expensive lately. It's tough to find them. All right, thanks for watching. Now I'm done. We'll be back with more updates on this property, maybe the basement or lower level, not the basement, other flips, other rentals, the laundromats, the liquor store, all that stuff. So stick around. We have a lot of interesting things going on here.